So we were dying to ask you of the flying that you do.
Yeah.
What percentage of it is on private jets these days?
God damn it. It's pretty high.
Are you ashamed of that?
I mean, you're a little embarrassed by it,
You
but
deserve
also,
it.
well, here's the absolute real truth of this. The tour that I have been on,
I'm coming everywhere.
yes, the I'm Coming Everywhere World Tour is literally, I'm talking logistically impossible to do this amount, like these shows. If you look at the weeks and the amount of shows and the amount of cities, you could not. I would have to reduce the tour to do it commercially. It wouldn't be the same tour. It literally, you can't go. I'm doing Kansas City, Cheyenne, Eugene, Ottawa, Providence in a week. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it commercially. Like, the only way you can do that touring is to charter, because you're literally going from the show to the airport to fly to the city so that you're there. Like, you'd have to do 3 connections on some of those. We would miss flights. Now, I don't do every flight like that. There's weeks where we go, all right, I'll fly it was like, I was flying to Toronto and I was like, you know what? I'll leave the day before and fly commercially. It was no big deal. If I fly to LA from Austin, there's so many flights. I'm like, I'll take a commercial flight. But on the routing of the tour, it's mostly charter. Yeah.
Can you fly charter doing theaters? Does it make sense economically?
It depends.
2 theaters a night, yes? Or like, if you were consistently selling out 2 theaters a night, would it make sense to fly private?
On the answer would be, well, it really isn't a depends scenario, because what I mean by theater, like, first of all, there's different size theaters. Like, all this is very...
Right.
So it's like 3,000 and above, you probably can.
Yes. If you're doing 3,000 seats a theater, that's a pretty good sized theater. That means you're doing 6,000 tickets a night, and you're doing that a few nights, like 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. Yeah, you could do it. You still would probably, it's so expensive, you would still probably go back and forth, meaning like you take the commercial ones when it makes sense. It is extraordinarily expensive, but here's the thing. The way if you look at it like the way I'm explaining, you're taking that charter flight to make money. It's not just for like the flex or the luxury of the flight. You're actually going like, this flight is allowing me to go make money in this other,
That's our goal. We want to do, Are you still getting burnt out flying private the same way you would commercial, or not the same?
I mean, the biggest convenience you find from a charter flight, you usually think of it as like when you see it, you see the inside of you're like, oh my God. It is the fact that when the flight's at 10 a.m., you could pull up at 9:45. And that when you land, you literally go from the tarmac to the hotel. It's the time saving. It's like, it feels like...
and sleeping all the way reclined.
Oh, yeah. And also like sleeping in that morning instead of getting up 3 hours before you need to be at the airport. So like, it's that you actually feel like you time travel. Like, you land, you're like, I can't believe we're here now. Like, or you're in the next city you're performing in 2 hours after the show that just ended in another city. So you're like, oh, we're here now. Like, you can't believe that you're there that quickly. That's the part of it that becomes, you're like, this is so great. I don't want to give this up. But it is extremely expensive.
It's called Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. And if you go on Amazon and type in Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole and order yourself a bottle, you'd be really helping me. Because right now we're ranked number 30 on all of Amazon. And if you buy a bottle, we might go up the ladder. And that would mean a lot. So please get on Amazon and buy Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.